Alright guys, it's that guy Steven here with another raw toy review. I'm going to try and bust down 2 figures because I'm way behind. I keep talking that I'm going to get more videos posted up here on my YouTube. That's my son Liam. He's watching Teletubbies on the tablet. Anyway, let's get back to the toy review. I'm going to try and do this as quick as possible. I'm going to do Mafex The Boys, Black Noir, and Mafex Steel, the Return of Superman, I guess. Really like both of these characters and everything. Spoiler alert, kind of sucked that they killed him off in the first season, especially if you read the comics. But I do like the twist and the turns that they did with him. And Steel was always one of my favorites when they were doing that whole Death of Superman, which I was never really a big Superman fan, I don't think. I own one Superman action figure, and it's the Mafex one, and it's in this tin box right here, so I'm not going to pull it out and put it in there. But it's the only one I really like so far, besides the Mafex Hush Superman. I might pick that one up eventually, but I digress. I'm getting off topic here. Also distracted by whatever Teletubby that is dancing and singing on my boy's tablet. Anyway, I guess I'm going to start with Steel first. We're going to move him off to the side. I do have quite a few different figures for size comparisons, ranging, most of them are kit batches, but also most fit the size, or I guess like there's a few Mafex figures in here. All right. Oh wow. That has an excellent new toy smell. And if you have not ever watched any of my videos, 9 times out of 10, I smell my figures right out of the package and everything else. Always have, always will. Sometimes I do it a few times. Damn, Steel has a really good smell. All right, first remove all that plastic between the joints and everything else. Wow, this is a really good size figure and everything. I own the Magneto and Thor. They're not going to be in this review for size comparisons and everything from Mafex. The Thor really kind of disappointed me. I felt like he probably should have been more this size as compared to the size he is. But I also noticed that sometimes the DC figures are different sizes than the Marvel figures, and I guess they do that to make one more superior than the other, or they just do it for shits and giggles. So I'm going to sit him right here and work on pulling out the accessories. Real quick, I'm going to try not to lose anything. And like I said, that's at 3 minutes and 11 seconds. I'm going to try and keep this under 15 minutes. Don't know if that's going to be possible, but I'm going to try. So move all this stuff out the way so I can get to Black Noir. Hammer comes in 2 pieces. Oh. Fits together real nice and simple. I guess it comes in 2 pieces because, you know, it's the only way they could fit it in the box. He comes with 2 boot rockets. I'll try to put those on later at the end of the review. A bunch of variety of hands, the push-up hands or the open displayed. Here's the more relaxed hands. Really good looking hands. Don't know what kind of grip this is. I guess a little less relaxed and stuff. And of course then the hammer holding hands. And he comes with 2 fists on top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs of hands. 2 face head sculpts. I should have grabbed Destro out, because what I might end up doing is trying to put one of these heads on my Destro body and everything without messing up everything, to where I can actually swap them all out from how I want it. All right, so I'm going to cover articulation real quick. He's got a swivel at the bicep. Really good right there. Let's see. All right, he's got, well, that's one thing I like about Mafex is they have this. You can pretty much spin it around how you want. So you can do the up and down, or you can do the side to side. I'm just going to put the hand back on because I really didn't mean to take it off. let's see, I believe they call that a barbell ball joint or whatever at the top, because it's got, you know, all sorts of articulation. Apparently there's also one at the base of the neck. I'm not going to pop the neck off because I probably shouldn't have popped the head off, because I'll spend 2 or 3 more minutes. He also likes to repeat his stuff a lot. There's full rotation there. Again, I pointed that already. He's got an ab crunch, actually really good ab crunch. So back, doesn't put too much of a gap there. Swivel at the waist, kick out, not so much sideways. But I think a lot of that is just the way they make it. Like, there's no you're. I'm just like messing around with him, or trying to find different poses to figure out how I want to have them on display and where I'm going to have them on display. Right now, most of my Mafexes are like in a shelf where they can't really be up in the air, even though I have like a Thor and a Magneto. So you'd think I would have them all on the flight stand or the stands they come on. Oh, did I even check? I think I already removed his stand. And the cape, it's a wired cape and everything, flows out really big and stuff, but until I get him up in a pose where he's like doing that, I'm just gonna leave his cape down. I know it's really kind of boring and everything. He's double jointed at there. There's no thigh swivel, there's no upper calf swivel or boot swivel, but he does have really good foot articulation there and stuff. You can do the broke my ankle, that far forward, that far back. Oh, toe joint. I love figures with toe joints. So, all right, so we covered accessories, and I know I'm really rushing. Oh, actually I'm at 7 minutes. I'm not rushing, I'm Irish and Scottish, but I'm moving fast through the video. So if you don't like that, if you want me to take more time, I don't usually do 2 figures at one time. I guess maybe that's why I'm rushing a bit. So we're gonna go to Black Noir now. He's got a lot more accessories, because I actually have another Black Noir figure that I've been slowly kit bashing and stuff. I'll show that one in this review. Anyway, this is the kind of stand it come with. I'm not gonna open it up. I really kind of like them sometimes. When I'm doing light figures and stuff, they fit really well. We're gonna move him out of the way real quick until we get back to the size review or size comparisons. All right, hold on. All right. Well, I forgot the stands. I really like them when it's like light figures and stuff, but I prefer like the stands that come with the Mafex figure. Just because, well, they're sturdier. And not knocking, I said Mafex, the Mezco figures. They're sturdier, they're bigger, and they go higher up. And I'm not knocking the Mafex stands. Like they have their purpose and they do a good job. Oh, did I even show it up close still? Okay. Here's Black Noir. I really like this figure. Like I said, I have one that I've been messing with and everything else. A lot of people could probably use this for a Snake Eyes if they wanted to. If they don't have a Snake Eyes, or if they just want like a differently articulated Snake Eyes. Okay. So again, like I said, I've already messed with him a bit. He comes with an alternate back piece, like these 2 little dagger things pop off, and you put this on, and that's where this plugs into. And I'm not gonna do that here on screen because it's already hooked that way up on the figure I was kit bashing. So I'm just going to toss it down here into my, I'll do that after, my accessories and stuff. He comes with, one bad thing about raw reviews is like normal people could just edit that out, but I don't do any editing. Not that I don't know how, it's just that I don't really know how, or more of so I don't have the patience. And I commend those toy reviewers that have the patience to sit there and edit and everything else and stuff. But I like the imperfection of mine because, you know, that's life. Life is not perfect. So here's Black Noir. He's got really good articulation. You know, you got a side to side, full rotation. He can look that far up, that far down, go all the way around there. He's got the arm swivel, pretty good. I guess that's almost 90 degrees. And just like the still figure, like they got the same, they all have that where you can pretty much control how you want it to look, side to side or up and down on that part articulation. His ab crunch is decent, not quite, for Steel, not quite like Steel's. So he goes that far back. He's got a different ball joint waist articulation. Wow. That, I did not intend to do that. Kicks up about that far, kicks out. Oh, pretty good, actually. They do have, all Mafex have, just like the G.I. Joe Classified, the drop down hip. I kind of like that, but sometimes it gets on my nerves, especially when it's loose or it's uneven and then they stand funny. Anyway, you can do full around there, that far up, that far back, just like Steel. He's got the toe articulation. Is there articulation right there? Nope. Okay. Man, the sculpt on both these figures is just amazing. I really, really like them a lot. So we're going to set him here, and we're going to go over accessories. And Black Noir comes with a ton of accessories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, technically 5.5 pairs. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5 pairs of hands. Because one is holding, I'll show it to you in a second when I get to that part of the accessories. Actually, he's got 2 hands holding things, so he's got seven sets of hands he comes with. These are holding the blades in already. I really like that. I like how they do that. You've got a pair of, they're both right hands on this one. One is holding up, is holding a, basically it's to like grind stuff up, and it's used with this accessory right here, which is a bowl and everything. And I guess this is the hand, like you put this bowl in this hand and then stuff. I don't know. Well, thank you for not hitting the ground. But that's pretty cool. I do like that. I didn't realize that they were both right hands when I first got this figure. And then over here you've got the kind of actiony like fight pose. I guess that's what these would be sort of for Steel. You got 2 kind of relaxed, open splayed hands. Another thing that would have been edited out. Damn, 13 minutes already. Don't know quite what this is. I guess this is like food. And you just like take that and take the top off and you can eat with that utensil. He's got a pair of weapon wielding hands and stuff like that. And like the sculpt on the back of these hands, let me just, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, the lines and everything, they got to put a whole lot of detail into it. And then he's got the, it looks like it's a spoon, like from the dip stuff off, but a lot of people are probably gonna be like, it's the pipe smoking hand. He comes with a bottle, which is really cool. It's got a straw in it, so he can like drink out of that. So now I've got 2 of those, so I can, if I ever get some decent dioramas or just start BSing around and everything, you know, I can use those. And then he's got this one. It's really cool. It's the one holding the teddy bear. If you've seen that episode, you know what it's from. The teddy bear kind of separated from the hand on the other one, so I'm going to try and keep that one together. And then he's got, I'm going to get to the last hand. Oh, yeah, now they're technically that hand. He comes with these 2 knives here, and they just slide into the sheaths on the side. Really easy. Now on my other one of them just slides out all the time. So maybe these are going to be a little tighter. Yeah, these are a little tighter. I'll hold the other one upside down and like the knife just slides out. So, and then the last thing he comes with, stand there, is this really cool thing. It's a hand holding the head. Also, again, I think that's the same scene as with the teddy bear and everything else. But that's really, really cool. I wish they would do that with more figures. I guess that sounds kind of morbid, but to me it's really cool. So we're gonna move into the height comparison real quick. Let's see, I'm just gonna leave these two here. And then I'm just gonna bring random figures out. One I'm gonna bring out is my very first boys action figure I got. It's Billy Butcher. And he sized really good up with, up against Black Noir, because they're both a TV, and then you got the comic book, and he kind of is just a little bit dwarfed. And I do believe Steel is really, really tall anyway. So we got those, and then I'm gonna bring in the Mafex Wolverine X Factor figure. I really, really like this figure. I wish they would have gave him more hands and everything else, but he's got like, I think like an open splayed hands, the fist, and then the claws and stuff. But that's really cool. As you can tell, like, really, I think he should be a lot smaller than Steel at this point in this figure. Let me put it behind. So we're gonna set this down here, and then we're gonna set this right here, and so try to move them up closer and stuff. I'm also working on getting a different camera setup where it's more like the professionals and stuff, but I'm still gonna do raw reviews. We're gonna continue on with some Mafex figures. Another early figure I picked up and is one of my favorites. I actually have two of these, and I got the battle damaged mask. So what I did is on that, I shaved the ears off, and I have them in a battle scene over here and everything else. And then we're gonna bring out Gambit. He was one of my favorite X-Men and one of my favorite Mafex figures. Now I liked the jacket, but I didn't. For like posability and so you can see articulation and the cleanness of the sculpt and everything, I will always pose him without his trench coat jacket and everything else. I think I'm gonna do like a talk about on my TikTok about Gambit and stuff, give him more attention along with some of my other figures. And if you have a chance to find this one cheap, like try to pick him up. It's a great figure and everything else. And like I said, I had two and I shaved the ears off, but the other one to make it more of a battle armor helmet, and I have them in a battle scene. We're gonna go with a G.I. Joe Classified. This is a current kit bash I'm working on to make my Classified Steve Rogers after the Super Soldier Serum. He doesn't wear the superhero costume in the world, he just goes straight military and everything else. So, and then I've got one of my childhood favorite figures. I was so happy when they made this guy, Low Light from Classified also. And I love that Mafex, you know, actually you might recognize this, it's the Jean Paul Valley Mafex head. They've really fit a lot of the Classified figures heads. So if you want to do some kit bashing between that, it's a really good choice. I also did one with my Gambit. So I'm not going to do all the figures in here. This is what it kind of compares up to against the Mezco Predator, and then I have the SH Monster Arts Predator also, which fits really nicely in with the Classified and the Mafex figures and stuff, even though it's two different companies. So I'm going to put these back over here. So we got the Mafex Terminator, and Schwarzenegger's a big guy, so I really think that they missed an opportunity when they made these figures and everything else. They could have made them a lot bigger and stuff like that, but I do enjoy it, and it's one of my top favorites. I just really don't give him enough attention. Here's a kit bash. It's my one of my apocalyptic Dean Winchester figures. I don't know if you can see the face real good like that with that light right there, but again, it's a Classified body, and they fit really well and everything. My Tunnel Rat, when it came in, his leg was kind of janky, so what I did is I popped his head on one of my mini Classified Snake Eyes bodies. I don't know which one this is. I think it's one that came with the timber, one of the timbers and everything else, but I really like how that works, and I'll probably do a little talk about that on my TikTok as well. Put him here, move him here, and then I think I'll show, you know what, it's only 5 more figures, so we're at 19 minutes. I'm going to go ahead. Here's my Deathlock G.I. Joe Classified figure, and I'm gonna do a little story on TikTok about how he came about. He's basically going to be a messed up clone of Snake Eyes. The Dr. Mindbender was working, and the metal part is more of a way for him to control and keep him under wraps and everything else. Here's the tunnel rat body I was talking about. It's this leg that's kind of weird to me and stuff, so I will end up getting another one. And I put I put a Soldier Boy Dean Winchester head on him, or Jensen Ackles head on him. But those are 2 more figures for comparison. And then I got 3 more. Here is the Nightfall Jean Paul Batman figure that I was talking about, that I got the head for my Captain America classified figure. And originally that was going to be an unmasked Snake Eyes. And then I was like, you know what? I've got other plans for a figure for that. So I'm going to do that at a later date. And then here's the other Black Noir figure. I put the Mafex, I think it's Civil War, I think it's Civil War Captain America head on him when he had the beard and everything else. Or it was Infinity War, one or the other. Infinity War. So that's the kit bash I'm actually working on with the Black Noir figure. I'm going to add some paints to it, but here's the back thing where the blade fits and everything else. And of course I have him battle ready. He's got one hand with a blade in it already, and the other hand is the closed fist. But I'm gonna try and start doing this little story on my Instagram, or maybe I'll just do it on my TikTok. And this is gonna be like Captain America when he goes on that, he returns the Infinity Stones and stuff, and he decides to keep doing it, and he's gonna build a team of just different characters, and then I'll just take it from there. But he's gonna build a different. My Terminator figure just fell off and the leg flew across the room. I hope it didn't break. And then this is the last figure I'm going to do, and I'm going to wind it up. Hold on. Okay, it didn't break. It just popped off. Okay, I'm not worried about it then. Stinky, go get my. Never mind. And this is, and I haven't decided if this is going to be like Soldier Boy with classified, or just like Dean Winchester as a classified figure and everything else. So anyway, that's my review, my ramble, and everything else. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do like my content, you don't mind the sloppy, non-editing, just rambling on for 22, almost probably be 25 minutes by the time I'm done talking, maybe 26. Anyway, if you like what you see, please subscribe. Hit the bell so you can get notifications when I do post a video, and I do plan on doing more from here on out. So I really hope you enjoyed spending time with me, guys. Have a good day.